Hello friends, myself Leela Howley, working as assistant professor in Coxet College. Today I am going to teach you the concept of planning a cellular system. But before we go for planning a cellular system, we must know how to start planning. Let us assume that the construction permit for a cellular system in a particular market area is granted. Means what? Suppose we get the construction permit for cellular system, then what we have to do? We have to start planning. But here the planning stage becomes critical because as a great deal of money has to be spent and yet a poor service can be provided if we do not know how to create a good plan. That means a good plan is necessary for successful planning of a cellular system. Otherwise, lot of money can be wasted and yet a poor service can be provided to the customer. So, at first we have to decide two main factors for planning a cellular system. These are number one, regulations, and number two, market situations. Now, let us study the factors in detail one by one. Number one, regulations. Regulations means laws. The federal regulations, that is laws, which were administered or assigned by the FCC. FCC means Federal Communication Commission, and these laws were same all over the United States. Means what? The federal laws developed by FCC. FCC means what? It is an independent agency of United States government which controls the communication via radio waves, microwaves, satellites, wires, cables, etc. Here, the federal laws are same all over the United States, but the state regulations, that is laws, may be different from state to state, or the city regulations may be different from city to city, and town regulations may be different from town to town because they may have their own building codes and zoning laws. So if every city, every town, every state has different laws, then what we have to do? We should become familiar or we should study the rules and regulations and be sure the plan is workable. So after studying the rules and regulations, we should be sure that our plan is workable. This is nothing but regulations. The second important factor for planning a solar system is the market situations. The three main tasks should be handled by the marketing department. So for successful planning, three main tasks should be handled by the marketing department. Number one, prediction of gross income. Means in advance we can predict the gross income. How? We have to study the population, the average income and business zones of that area so that we can predict the gross income of that area. So here we have to make the study of population, average income and business zone so that in advance we can predict the gross income. Number second task handled by market department is understanding competitors. So we should understand our competitors situation, coverage, system performance and number of customers. While we are competing with our competitors, we should know what is their situation, present situation, how much area they cover and what is their performance quality and what are number of customers. So to overcome the competitors, any cellular system should provide unique and outstanding service. If we provide a unique and outstanding service, then we can overcome our competitors. The third main task handled by marketing department is decision of geographical coverage. Here, what area should be covered, or what general area should be covered by the cellular system, we have to decide. Second, what near term service can be provided in limited area. So these are the two questions which should be answered, and the decision passed to the engineering department. After answering these questions, we can pass the decision to the engineering department. Now we are going to see the engineer's role. So for successful planning of cellular system, what is the engineer's role? Number one, he or she has to initialize a cellular mobile service in a given area by creating a plan that uses minimum number of cell sites to cover the whole area. The meaning is that while starting or initializing a cellular mobile service in the given area, we should plan to use minimum number of cell sites, that is towers, to cover that area. So if we use minimum number of towers or cell site, the cost of designing the cellular system will be reduced. Number second role is that checking the area, means determining the number of voice channel required to handle the traffic load in busy hour. Means here the engineer has to determine how many number of voice channel are required to handle the traffic in busy hour. So the load can be reduced from the cell side. Number third role is studying the interference problem and finding the ways to reduce them. So what is interference? Interference is nothing but the mixing of unwanted signal with the wanted signal. So if unwanted signal gets mixed with the wanted signal, then we cannot get the voice or call or data. This is nothing but interference. So we have to find the ways to reduce them. Number 4, studying the blocking probability of each call and finding the ways to minimize them. Here the engineer has to study blocking probability. Blocking probability means what? Stopping the chance of providing the service to the customer, or stopping the number of services of the customer is nothing but blocking probability. So it should be always low, and to make it low we have to find the different ways. Number 5, planning to consume or absorb or take in more new customer. Here to increase the new number of customers, which are going to vary depending on the service charges, system performance and season of the year. Means what? Number of customers can vary depending on service charges. If we increase the service charge, number of customer decrease. If the system performance is poor, again the number of customer can decrease, and season wise also the number of customer can decrease or increase. So here to increase more number of customer, the engineer has to develop new technologies. So these are the roles of the engineer for successful planning of cellular system. Finally, finding the solutions. So the engineer has to find the solutions by designing many practical tools. Also, he has to find the ways to reduce the interference and blocking probability. So these are the solutions. Number 1, he has to design many practical tools, and number 2, he has to reduce the interference, and number 3, he has to reduce the blocking probability by finding the different ways. Thank you very much. So here we have completed our today's topic, that is planning a cellular system.